Hello, everyone. We're just hugging it out on this Tuesday. It's a take care of your friends Tuesday.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if that's actually a thing, but we're going to say it is.
It's Mental Health Awareness Month, so sometimes a hug is all you need.
Sometimes a hug is all you need. Yeah, I know. I've been there. You've been there for me when I've needed a hug and vice versa. So hug your friends. Hug your support groups because they're there for you. That was a wholesome moment. It just came out to us and we're just hugging.
It was. I was like, is it say starting now? But I was like, I'm in the moment.
Well, we're catching us in our feels.
Yeah, and we'll keep hugging it out all throughout the hour. Today, in just a few-ish minutes, for Studio 10, it's National Salad Month. So there's this viral trend going around about the chicken Caesar salad pizza. It's like a salad. You mix it all together in one. Nicole's got it down. She's going to show us. It's a Try It Tuesday. She's going to show us how it works.
I love chicken Caesar salad, and I love pizza, and I'm sure that's the same for you. Together, though.
And, you know, I'm not a fan of mixing things. I'm a child. I don't like things touching. No. Put that on the side. I will get a different plate. I'd rather have 3 than have them all touch. And I used to say, well, they all go in the same place. But then I was like, no. I like everything in its own place. So, well, we're going to be going over that today. And the salad, honestly, is just what you make of it. We're going to talk about a lot of those health benefits, the antioxidants, a lot of those diseases and things that they help with. And sometimes it's like, you know, it's the little things that you find right here in your kitchen that you realize, oh, instead of letting it go bad, why don't I incorporate it in a salad?
And sometimes those things that do benefit you and you're not really using it in your food, they just sit there in your pantry. So yeah, utilizing it and then improving your health too.
Exactly.
I love it.
Lovely. So we're going to knock all those out. And speaking of, we're going to talk about some baseball this afternoon too. There's a brand new baseball facility that is being built. And actually, if you want to support it, like I said, it's still in the works. But if you want to support it tonight, you can go to the Lansing Lugnuts game. They're doing a little promotion for that as well. So we'll talk about that. Plus, there will be a Baseball Hall of Famer, John Smoltz, there as well. A little birdie told me. And perhaps you guys can see yourself if you head there tonight.
And not just that, but Big Lug is in the running, one of 19 mascots up for the Hall of Fame, or something of that sort. Yes, don't fully quote me on that one. There's a lot of things in this brain right now.
There's a lot, but you know what I mean?
Go vote for Big Lug because great mascot. But that's really cool too. You're gonna have a Hall of Famer there at Jackson Field.
So exciting. So that's all happening. Plus, we have 2 college students that just won a Michigander scholarship that's actually going to help them continue their careers and further them in the automotive industry. Oh, wow. So obviously, we always say we have so many inspiring students. And I just remember back being in college, I didn't have time for so many things. So the way that we find these students who are just going above and beyond. So we have a really great story talking to the 2 of them about that. Yeah. And to round it all out, because if that wasn't enough for you,
what do we got?
Somehow, we're still going to fit in another great story, but what I'm so excited for this weekend, this 517 Day. We got the Best of Lansing Festival. We've got 517 Day. All of these things are happening starting Friday. It's a 2-day event, okay? I'm so barely fit it in an hour, let alone 2 days. So we have that coming up, and of course, we'll tell you how you can take CATA. It's taking you directly to both festivals, but also what's to come, what we can expect, these family fun things that really just celebrate everything in this community that we know and love and call home.
Yes, we do call it home. We love it here.
Love it.
Well,
home is where the heart is.
Home is where the heart is. You got my heart. You got my heart.
You got mine too.
Take care of your friends.
We got that and a whole lot more. And then if you happen to miss anything, don't worry. You can just find it all online at WI Like Studio 10, Facebook, on YouTube, and everywhere else.
Thank you, Rochelle. We'll see you coming up at 3 o'clock. And Rochelle touched on a lot of great things that I want to mention real quick for everyone. So first and foremost, she talked about that food. Yesterday, they were talking about dip into goodness with hummus. I don't know if you're a hummus lover like me, but if you are and you haven't seen it yet like me, here's where I'm going to go rewatch it or go watch it for the first time. We'll see Rochelle at 3 o'clock. But yes, make sure to go check out their social media handles. I'll pull that back up for you in just a second here. But, I mean, look at all of the different videos. And, I mean, you can keep on scrolling down and down and down. And even check out the playlist, too, where they organize it into those different sections, like Mother's Day. And you can keep celebrating your mothers beyond just the day, of course. And just learning a lot more different things. I know I was talking with Nicole and Rochelle earlier about some Cole's Crafts ideas that they're brainstorming upcoming next week. So if you want to check that out, too, get a little crafty for the summer, make sure to check that out. Especially if you're a parent and you've got those kids at home. Get them interactive and involved in something. This is a great way to do that. So check out Studio 10. One more time, I'll pull up where you can get connected with them. Make sure to go check that out. And Rochelle was talking about some baseball with the Lansing Lugnuts, how you can catch that Hall of Famer. And I will say, one of those people, well, differently, we're having a WIL extra innings game tonight with some of us. So you're going to see Justin Bradford there, of course, at the game, and a few of us others here at News 10 playing at Geyer Park. That is later this evening. If you want to come cheer us on, of course. Not sure how our skills are, but hey, it's all for fun, so just cheer us on. But here is more of your detailed look into your forecast. Of course, you just see this one-liner right here, but if you want to go in depth, really get a feel for what's going to be expected throughout the day, click on Read More, and you're going to see all of this. And the almanac information goes back to previous records and years, which is always just fascinating to learn more. But if you go down, you can check out your hourly temperatures, which is selected right now. You can go your 3-day right here, and your 10-day, and then your weekend forecast. So Rochelle was talking about 517, the 2-day event with the art festival happening in downtown East Lansing. You can go check that out, and we are having beautiful temperatures and weather for this weekend. Justin Bradford has that in the forecast, and Andy Provenzano will be updating your forecast coming up on Studio 10 at 3 o'clock, then first at 4, and then our 90 minutes of news. But Justin did leave up the 10-day forecast for us. He had a very early morning, so we let him go. But he is going to continue updating everything, as well as our other meteorologists as well. So here's a look at your 10-day forecast. As you can see, we have that 20% chance for rain today. I know Justin was talking about some light showers happening across mid-Michigan. And then heading into the weekend and even the end of the week, looking great besides Friday, which I'm not going to say besides Friday. That's still a great looking day. Just, of course, you have more of those rain chances in the forecast. So go check that out right there. You can, of course, watch on air. And then, of course, go to WILX.com, hit that first alert weather. I'll show you that one more time. Click it here on the blue tab. As you see, I'm already on the page, so it's just going to bring me right back to it. Other than that, this is a look at your 10-day forecast, and real quick, I'll show you where you can find out more. Of course, the First Alert Weather app, great tool to have on your phone to get the hour-by-hour temperatures, radar, satellite. You get the video updates from our meteorologist team, and a lot more different things. If you want to check out the UV rays, right, now that the sun is getting more stronger in the sky, watch out for that because you could get burnt. You want to protect yourself from the UVA and the UVB rays. And this is a great tool to, of course, look at that as well. You can also do the Follow Me feature so you're not getting those notifications from different areas that don't pertain to you. And you can also get traffic alert updates, which is great too with all of the busy construction season that we have, of course, throughout the summer. So First Alert Weather app, make sure to go check that out. But we are going to transition to what else we have coming up today during our evening newscast. And so real quick, though, we have Isley Herschel standing right next to me. But I do want to give a quick shout out to Chris. I see that he says, hi from East Lansing. So hope you're having a great day, Chris. How are you doing?
I'm great. I got to do something really cool this morning. I got to see the Lansing Board of Water and Lights baby falcons. They were being banded, so that means they have a metal tag now on their foot that can now be tracked. And it was really fun. They all got named, and I'm not sure, should we share the names or should we make them wait a little bit?
What do you think?
Well, you can show them. I have video of it if you scroll down.
Oh, let me show you.
Never mind. I don't.
Never mind, the video's not in there quite yet. We'll give it just a second. When we get it in there, we'll show
Yeah, go
you.
ahead and say it.
Okay, go
Well,
ahead. Go
there
ahead.
were 3 boys and 1 girl. Their names were Sonic, Blue, Asher, and Marty. And they were all picked by elementary school kids, so they got to pick whatever names and put them in a bowl, and they just picked them randomly.
Do you know
So-
any of the other names that would have been chosen?
There was one other
Those are
name.
good names, though.
Yeah, there was one other name. It was Turbo, but they had already had a Turbo in a recent year, so they decided to
That's a sweet
pick a
name.
different one. Yeah,
I like
is pretty
that.
cool.
Sonic is a cool name too, and they're fast. So I mean,
they thought they were pretty creative.
not in there yet. Crystal's really working on getting this video in, but technology is being technology on this Tuesday.
I can describe them to you. They were really cute, which is weird to say because they're falcons, but they were so fluffy, and I just wanted to hold one, but the person who was holding them to get them tagged ended up like getting a cut on her hand because of how deep they were grabbing her.
Yeah, they got sharp
But
claws.
they really do, but I thought they were kind of cute.
They are cute, yeah. It's
They're
what
just so
parents all look out
fluffy.
for. They are fluffy. Oh, well,
Yeah.
great story. If
Yeah.
we get that video in,
I'm gonna try.
we're gonna try again.
Nope.
Give us a minute. No?
No.
Nothing?
Well, that's okay because you can see it tonight at 6 p.m. It'll be super fun, and you'll be able to see how cute they are.
I love it. All right, thank you, Isley.
Of
That's coming
course.
News 10 at 6, you said?
Yep.
All right, perfect. We will see you then.
Yes.
We'll work on that. That's a cute story. All right, here's, oh, it looks like Crystal's getting something up, but in the meantime, oh, is it up? Nope. Nope, not yet. So I'm just going to keep talking. But switching to a different animal, instead of peregrine falcons, we're going to talk about some dogs today, and they are supportive dogs. You may have heard of them before, especially if you've watched First at 4 and during Mid-Michigan Matters with us before. So we are bringing back Buddy's Pals, and I'm going to show you their little web page right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Maybe you've heard of them before. Buddy's Pals, and so I'm circling Lowly right here. She really spearheaded this whole program organization where all of these educational comfort dogs, right? They're not therapy dogs, they're educational comfort dogs. They go to different schools around mid-Michigan, and they're really helping those students to feel comfortable where they are. Maybe they're having a little bit of a rough day, anything of the sort. They want to be there for those students, those kids, and uplift them. And it's not just for the younger kids. They were there during the MSU shooting as well, making sure that people had that relief and able to connect and, you know, just feel better, right? And so one of the things that Lowly will be talking about with one of the kids who actually started Pennies for Pals, right? So to help Buddy's Pals, they created Pennies for Pals. This was started by Clara and Benny, and it started 2 years ago. And what they're doing is that they believe everybody should have a pal in their school. So talking about those educational comfort dogs. And yeah, they're from Hazlitt. So they're in about all the Hazlitt schools. Lowly, I remember when I was, a student back at Michigan State, I actually did one of my first stories with her, and I learned about this organization and how they really help all of those students, and just seeing how the students really light up to these dogs, and they're more attentive during school, and just really kind and great gestures towards the dogs as well. It's really cool and very heartwarming. So make sure to tune in today during Mid-Michigan Matters. This is Buddy, of course, the original Buddy's Pal, and it's named after him. So hear more coming up during Mid-Michigan Matters today. It's really a great story to talk about. But I do want to share what else we have coming up today. Coming up, News 10 at 5. The Michigan Propane Gas Association and industry members are lobbying legislators about the importance they say propane plays in our state and also staying safe. Then coming up, News 10 at 5:30, an update on a bridge that has been under construction for a few years to connect Detroit to Windsor, Ontario. We're going to have that coming up, News 10 at 5:30. And then coming up, News 10 at 6, we're at the state capitol for the Rent is Too Damn High protest. And our Capitol correspondent, Zachariah Wheaton, will have more on that. And then coming up next at 2:30, so in about 12 minutes here, Riley Connell is at a press briefing with Lansing Police regarding a homicide in the city. So we're going to show that to you live coming up 2:30 today. So I'm going to have to wrap this up pretty soon so we can get to Riley. And then also MSU students. Oh, yes, let me go to this real quick so I can show you what I'm talking about. Sorry, there's a lot of tabs to show you today. Here we go. Oh, let me take this down. A lot of buttons. Lansing Citizens Mutual. So MSU students and a professor. Oh, manual. Geez. What did I say? Mutual? I don't know where that came from. Manual, excuse me. Lansing Citizens Manual. I really don't know where that came from in my brain. Anyway, Michigan State University students and a professor created a website to get both young and old more involved in local government. So Aaron Bowling is going to show us the Lansing Citizens Manual website, which even has a game. And that is coming up, News 10 at 5:30. I'll give you a little tour. I can't believe I said that wrong. That's okay. This is why I have you guys to correct me. We're just going to scroll through the website a little bit just to give you a quick little taste of what to expect. Oh, this is the game.
Down.
Oh, down. Sorry. My apologies. Up.
Play Lansing Cup.
Where am I going? Oh, go up a little bit. Oh, geez. I'm scrolling too fast. Okay. Thank you, guys. Okay. Or lady, girls. My bad. So here we go. Here's a little game. We're doing great right now. This is where you can find everything you want to learn on Lansing Citizens Manual. Go check it out. Anyway, Aaron Bowling's going to have more on that coming up, News 10 at 5:30. She's going to break it down a lot better than I just did, so make sure to go check that out. One last thing I want to mention before we get to Deanna real quick is I was talking about Buddy's Pals and getting all of the improving your mental health, having that support group. And you saw me and Rochelle hugging out earlier because we're each other's support group, and we have so many great people part of our support group. And so know that you're not alone. And I'm sure you out there, you may have a great support group too, cheering you on along the way, and someone who is there, maybe multiple people, maybe just one person, even if it's just yourself. Hey, that is important and that is strong. So know that you're not alone. Go scan that QR code for more resources. May is Mental Health Month, so we're really stressing all of the mental health, not just awareness, but all the signs and symptoms to recognize, and all of the treatments and prevention that you can take to improve your emotional well-being and those around you. So I've got a story coming up in about the next week or two of a marathon runner that I've shared before on Mid-Michigan Matters, who ran during the Boston Marathon bombings, and she became an exposure therapist and decided to run a major marathon, every major marathon, and run a marathon on every continent. So she pushed past her fear. She says, I'm not letting this stop me. She's moving forward. And she says, it's all about taking that first step. And she quite literally did that with a marathon, and also taking that step to seek that professional help. So make sure to go check that out when that comes out later in the month. But until then, there are other resources right here for you. All right, that's enough of me blabbing. We're going to get to Deanna Giles to see what you have coming up today during our 90 minutes.
How are you? A lot of good things to say.
Good, I'm glad. Sometimes I go on too long and I'm like, probably lost the people out there.
No, everything's going good though. I had an early start this morning at the gun violence prevention rally this morning. There was a lot of volunteers and organizers from Moms Demand Action and Students Demand Action, the MSU chapter. And so they're kind of building off of the gun violence prevention bills that were signed into a law last year by Governor Whitmer. So they're building off of that and then asking for more safety bills as well. Some talking about the polling places, not having guns on the premises, those sort of things. And so I'll be talking about all those minor details that they're pushing for, and I'll have all that on News 10 at 5.
All right.
I almost blanked for a second.
That's all right. There was a lot of stuff we talked about. News 10 at 5 though.
Yes.
And if you saw News 10 today at 11, you actually saw Deanna live outside right there.
Yes.
She's going to continue to break down all of those details.
Absolutely.
All right, News 10 at 5. We'll see you then. Thank
All
you,
right,
Deanna.
thanks, Taylor.
Before we, wrap this thing up, I'm going to wrap it up soon because again, Riley is live. Let me find it again one more time, at a press briefing with Lansing Police regarding the homicide in the city. So again, we're going to share more of that coming up at 2:30 in 7 minutes here. But before wrapping up, I do want to give you a live look outside over US 127. That way you can get an idea of what to expect as you hit the roads today. Maybe you're not hitting the roads, but you're just enjoying the outdoors. Well, just take a look up at the sky. You've got a very cloudy sky today. And again, I'll show you the 10-day forecast one more time just to get a better feel for what to expect as you head out the door. But feel free to download the First Alert Weather app because that can give you a more accurate update into your specific area of Mid-Michigan. Again, our meteorologists are getting the average of what's happening across all the counties in Mid-Michigan, and there's a lot of them. So we would love to give you your personal forecast, but of course that is a lot of Michigan residents and a lot of people. So head over to the First Alert Weather app to get your more specialized forecast. Again, that is for free off of Google Play and the Apple App Store. I want to thank everyone for joining the News 10 Plus Digital Desk today. I know that was a lot of information, but hey, that's what we are here for, and that's what you're here for, to get more of those side details that are always shared, or that we don't always have time to share during our newscast. So we take a little bit of a deeper dive, maybe hand you some information that you did or didn't want to know, but thank you regardless for joining us here on the News 10 Plus Digital Desk. And Chris, I do see that, of course, you joined us, so I'll give you another shout out. Thank you for joining, and hope you have a great Tuesday. And for everyone else who joined us today, hope you have a great day as well, and hopefully we will see you later. Well, we will see you later, and then of course you can join us on air and online. Studio 10 gets started here in just under 40 minutes, followed by First at 4 and our 90 minutes of news. We hope you will join us. And before I head out, David, you snuck in your question. That was very good. Any more rain? Well, I wish I had a meteorologist here to tell you that. I will show you the 10-day forecast one more time, getting a look at that. And let me just take some live looks across Mid-Michigan real quick to see if we have any rain. We just took a look at US 127, which I'll give you another live look right now, just so you can see that. No rain near near US 127. Let me pull up Delta Township real quick. I'm not seeing any rain over that way either, but of course you're seeing all of those clouds in the sky. Let's take a live look over Jackson right now. Jackson seems like it's doing a little bit better over there. Let's see what the Capitol is looking like. Oh, we're actually not pointing at the Capitol, but this is over LCC, so of course they're getting a live look over downtown Lansing, just in a different part than we typically look at, but that is okay. And Chris, I know you are out in East Lansing. Of course, David, you are very welcome. Let me give you a live look. What East Lansing? Oh, here we go. That's East Lansing. Michigan State University's campus. That's what they're seeing over there. Kind of looks like the clouds are a little bit darker from what I'm seeing. That's a little tricky to tell. Yeah, that is a live look over that way. And then let me give you one last live look. We'll take it in Mason. Mason's looking more clear down there, or over there. So that is what you're seeing as you head out the door today. Again, thank you all for joining us here at the News 10 Plus digital desk, and we hope that you join us on air and online for the rest of the day to get your latest information.
Did you show Mars?
Oh, we have Mars.
Yeah.
No, sorry. There's been so much. Real quick, let me show that, then we'll wrap it up and we will get to Riley, who is at the press briefing. Crystal's going to help me with that. Did we get that Falcon video in?
No.
No Falcon video. Tune in News 10 at 6. But we're going to pull up what Mars has coming up real quick. We're going to get that for you. So, should I move this way? Which way should I move? All right. You get the behind the scenes look right now at all of the organized chaos. That's how I'm going to word it. Organized chaos that goes on. Well, in the meantime, let me show you the 10-day forecast. Oh, wait, nope, we have that pulled to the side. Let me show you where you can find a more in-depth look at your forecast. We'll take a look right here at our website, wilx.com. So I'll kind of walk through the steps. I'm sure those who have done it before, you know what to do. But anyways, this is our, homepage. Click on First Alert Weather at that blue tab right up there. You're going to see Justin has all the in-depth details for what to look throughout your day. So I know that David was asking if there's any more rain. Justin was saying there's going to be spotty light rain showers. And it really depends where you are in mid-Michigan, of course, too. So actually, let me do this for you, David. I'm going to go ahead and play our radar right now. We're going to change it to the future, as you just saw me do. We're going to play that out. Let's see if any rain chances are coming through. Yep, spotty rain showers like Justin was predicting. So David, depending where you are across mid-Michigan, this is a look at what you are seeing across the area coming up. And as you can see, it's starting from now our time and going until about 9 p.m., 9:15 as you saw right there. So this is what you can expect in the forecast until about 9:15. So make sure to go check that out. And speaking of rain or water, Mars has a very cool story about Moores Park Pool, which we've been talking about for quite some time now. We're going to see what Mars has coming up during our 90 minutes on Moores Park Pool. So, Mars. Oh. Give me just a second. He's a little quiet right now. We're going to try to turn that up a bit for you all. Let's see. I'm not sure where we could do that. Well, we will keep it going.
Any construction company about this process of getting the work done to restore this pool by 2025. I have all the details on our 90 minutes of news, but for now, I'm going to take a swim and send it back to you at the desk.
All right, hopefully you could hear that. If not, our apologies, but they're hoping to have the pool ready to go by 2025. They're getting all the resources good. Mars is inside of Moores Park Pool. He says he's gonna go take a swim. Some humor on this Tuesday, but anyways, he's inside the pool. They're gonna work on fixing it. Of course, you can see there's some debris inside the pool right now, and of course, a lot more fixtures need to be made to the pool besides removing that debris. So we're going to have that, of course, coming up. You can see behind me, News 10 at 5:30. Make sure to tune in to our 90 minutes of news. And until then, have a great rest of your day, everyone.